If you're having trouble in Serger Paradise, I have the answer for you. If stitches start to skip, or if maybe the looper breaks, which is what has happened right here on, well, okay, I made it do it on purpose. So my threads have no longer that chain in the back side. So this is a common problem that people think is the solution, but it's absolutely not. So here's the thing. When we talked about threading this machine at the beginning, we talked about the importance of the order, threading color number 1, which is the red upper looper first, and the yellow number 2, the lower looper next. So right now I've got issues down here. And the last 2 colors are always the needles. We thread those at the end. So if I just go ahead and fix my yellow thread, which is currently not in my lower looper, and I thread it through here, and I start to serge, nothing is going to happen. And it'll probably get even worse. So you thread it again, nothing happens. And that's because the needle threads, if you can peek inside your serger, they are still hooked around in the formation of an overlock stitch underneath the lower looper. So remember what we threaded last? They are the needles. So one thing you can actually do is even cut the needle threads so they are no longer in the needle. Okay, so at the very end, after I fix these loopers, I am going to come back and thread these 2 needle threads. So what it's doing is allowing me to place all the threads where they actually need to be, and almost kind of rethread it in the order, but without having to start from scratch. So you're making sure each thread is in the right position. I realize this one has one more guide back here to help with. We'll slip it behind that lower looper all the way to the back so it falls into place, and then turn this so when I thread that lower looper, it can kind of travel over the upper looper and I can pull it out. All right, so those 2 are now and have been rethreaded in the correct order. Let me go ahead and thread the needles. Now everything will get back into the correct position when I start to serge. Once everything has been rethreaded in the correct order, go ahead and close the door, lower the presser foot, and go ahead and stitch until the chain has returned to the proper position. Beautiful. There was actually a note underneath the presser foot when I opened the serger up, and it said, "Stop, read before use. Presser foot needs to be up before threading, and you must rethread all 4 threads if one breaks. Refer to the manual for assistance." So indicating that it's important to have everything in the correct order for a serger to perform correctly.